Hi friends, welcome to Nifty and Stocks. It's an exclusive multi-bagger recommendation video for this week. As I was explained in my previous videos, actually I am cautioning since more than 2 months. We are at the beginning of a global recession. Even though there is no direct impact to Indian stock market, but there will be reflection of global recession in Indian stock market as well. And we have to take this as only a short-time trend. So in the last trading session, Sensex was traded almost 135.37 points down, and we may expect the similar trend on coming week as well. The Sensex and Nifty will be traded almost in the same range. The Sensex will be traded somewhere around 50,000 range and the Nifty will be traded somewhere around 15,000 range. And this trend will be continued for another 6 to 7 months, and additional to that, the food crisis is getting worsening day by day. And today, if you see, the major hit happened to Russia, and I hope that all my subscribers and members read my community post before 4 days before the invasion of Ukraine was happened, and I was mentioned that the European Union's target is to neutralize Russia. So almost they got success as of now. Currently the Russia's military is concentrated on Ukraine and almost their ammunitions are getting completed. So the European Union want this war to be continued until Russia is getting neutralized. So this is their target. If you see, today there is a news came out. Lithuania enforces EU sanctions on goods to Russia's Kaliningrad. So the Russia's Kaliningrad is a territory inside the Europe. Actually, if you see the map, you can see here, so Russia is here and Kaliningrad is here. So it is almost near to Poland, in between Poland and Lithuania, and there was a train route from Russia to Kaliningrad. So this is Kaliningrad is a Russian territory and it was connected through the land, and all these countries bordering Kaliningrad from Russia are NATO countries like Poland, Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia. Actually, Russia was using the train route to supply all the essentials from Russia to Kaliningrad. Currently, Lithuania enforces transit ban on sanctioned goods could increase already high level of tension between Russia and NATO following Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. So currently, Russia will be forced to divert their force from Ukraine to Lithuania and Latvia, and once any of the NATO country is affected, directly NATO can enter and they can declare a war against Russia. So this is their target. This is the reason I told in the very beginning that it's a trap for Russia. So if they do this in the very beginning, all the European countries will get affected. That's the reason they drag this war for almost 3 to 4 months, and Russian military is almost suppressed a lot, and at this moment they are trying to bring Russia against NATO. So we may expect the current battle between the Europe and Russia may continue for another few more months until the Russian military is getting almost neutralized and their economy is getting negligible. So as everyone knows, there will be impact on Indian stock market as well. That's the reason since almost very beginning of this war in February I am telling there will be global recession and there will be impact on Indian stock market as well. But no need to worry, Indian economy is not getting affected, and whatever we are seeing decline in Indian stock market is only an indirect impact, and that will be recovered as long as the Indian economy is stable. So let us go into this week recommendations. While we are selecting the stock, we have to be very careful during this time and avoid holding any stock on long time perspective. As I told you, as long as we reach a reasonable profit, take out the exit and move to the another stock, because even though the market is unstable during this time, there will be fluctuation in the stock price and we could able to book profit, the short time profit. And if we hold any stock with profit with a multi-bagger expectation, sometime we may get frustrated. So to avoid that, whenever you are at a reasonable profit, take the exit and move to the another stock. So the first stock for this week is Den Networks Limited. Currently it is trading at 32.75 and the current market capitalization capitalization is 1562.91 crore. And the second stock for this week is Ramakrishna Forgings Limited. Currently it is trading at 156.10 rupees per share and the current market capitalization is 2495.88 crore. And the third stock is Sumaya Industries Limited. Currently it is trading at 67.60 rupees per share. Actually this Sumaya Industries Limited is only trading in NSE. The stock is not listed in BSE, so it's a good stock. You can add these three stocks for this week: Den Networks, Ramakrishna Forgings Limited, and the third stock is Sumaya Industries Limited. And when we are going to the last week's recommendations, Asian Tiles, Vector Food, Bandari Hosiery, Bodal Chemicals, Chemcon, Cochin Shipyard, DBL, Engineers India, Exide Industries, Infobeam, LIC Housing Finance Corporation, Munjal Auto, NCC Limited, Patel Integrated Logistics, Repco Home, Surya Roshni, Texmo Pipe and Valiant Organics are trading at the recommended price, and I hope that already you booked profit from Bliss GVS and Cochin Minerals and also the Stride Pharmaceuticals. If you are still holding these stocks, still you are at reasonable profit and try to switch to another stock, because we may expect the similar trend in Indian stock market on coming weeks as well. As I told you, the geopolitical situation is getting worsening every day and the current battle within the Europe and Russia will continue for another few more months, and the ultimate goal of European Union is to neutralize Russia because to avoid defense spending of NATO. That is their main motive. Even I was mentioned this in earlier community post. Even before the Ukraine and Russian war was happening, I was mentioned this. So we have to be very selective while we choose the stock, and whenever you find a reasonable profit in your portfolio, try to exit from any of the stock what you are holding with a reasonable profit and switch to the another stock. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video and kindly stay tuned